What's up, guys? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers, and this is my cheat sheet video for the Sony Open. Alright, guys. So I had made a new cheat sheet here, targets page. The whole model is not done yet, so I'm not going to be releasing it probably till next month. But I'm just going to be doing these videos the next couple weeks here. Just going over my favorite plays in each range, and then also adding some notes so you guys can see why I like these guys, why I don't like some of these guys, and then also with the course info and the key stats, the stats you want to look at. If you guys want this sheet, you can message me on Twitter, DFS_numbers, or just comment down below your email. I'll send it to you. I'll send this sheet to you so you can look over it and just have it there for you and read all the notes all you want. So yeah, let's get into the video. Let's look at the course info here. It's a par 70, 7,044 yards, 2 par 5s, 12 par 4s, which is a lot of par 4s, and 4 par 3s. And then I believe top 70 makes the cut. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it should be. So yeah, and then the key stats: strokes gained off the tee, strokes gained on approach, driving accuracy, par 4 average, rough proximity, birdie or better percentage, and greens and regulation. All right, so my number one play in the 10,000 range is Justin Thomas. He's been unbelievable the past couple weeks. He's won here last year. He has 4 top 20s in the last 5 years at this tournament, and then he has an average finish of 5 in his last 5 tournaments as well. He's second in strokes gained on approach, first in birdie or better percentage, 9th in par 4 average. He's 12,000. Definitely think you can pay up for him this week. Definitely doable, and I like him a lot. I'm going to have him in a lot of my lineups, and I definitely probably my double up lineup as well, my cash lineup. Next play, Webb Simpson. He's not a bad play. Average finish of 10 here, which is really good. Finished 2nd and 7th in his last 2 tourneys. And he's 5th on strokes gained on approach, and then he's 6th in strokes gained putting, and 3rd in par 4 average. So he's a good play as well, but I'd rather just pay up and get Justin Thomas. If you can fit them both in, that's great. I think you possibly could this week with all the value down low. Patrick Reed, 10,800. I had him in my lineup last week. He almost won in double overtime or triple overtime, but Justin Thomas ended up winning. But he has an average finish of 9 in his last 3 tourneys. He finished 13th here. And he's 3rd in strokes gained putting, and he's 11th in par 4 average. So he's not a bad play at all. He's just probably a little bit more expensive than I want him to be. Maybe I'll have a little bit of him. 9,000 range, nothing pretty here. Only one that sticks out to me really is Matt Kuchar. He's 9,900. Average finish of 5 here, which is fantastic. 1 here in last year, and then he's 5th in rough proximity. All his other stats are pretty solid as well. So yeah, Kuchar's not a bad play if you can get up to him, if you can pay for him with mixing him and Thomas together. That'd be pretty cool. And then 8,000 range, you got Corey Connors, 8,900. I love this guy a lot, but the only thing is his putting's not very good. I think it looks a little better this year, but overall his putting's very bad. But everything else is fantastic. He finished 3rd here last year, 39th the year before that. Average finish of 14 in his last 5 tourneys. He's 3rd in strokes gained off the tee, 7th in the strokes gained on approach. So, yeah, if he can just putt the ball, he'll have a fantastic finish. So, hopefully he brings his putter. I'm going to have a little bit of Corey Connors. And then Brendan Todd, 8,300. He has an average finish of 12 in his last 5 tourneys, so his current form is off the charts. He's 1st in driving accuracy and good drive percentage, and 4th in par 4 average. So Todd's a great play, in my opinion. His current form just really sticks out. Probably one of the best current forms coming into the tournament with an average finish of 12, which is pretty impressive. JT Poston, top 20 finish here, average finish of 23 in his last 5 tourneys. So just more of a current form, and he had a top 20 here, so that kind of play. His stats don't really stick out, but I think he'll do fine at his price, 8,100. Ches Reavie, 8,400, average finish of 19th here, 9th in strokes gained on approach, in the top 10 in drive accuracy and good drive percentage. So, average finish of 19, that's pretty good. 8,400. I do like Reavie quite a bit. I'm going to definitely have him in some lineups. Cameron Smith, 8,500. Average finish of 38 here in 4 tourneys, which is not bad. Average finish of 33 in his last 5 tourneys, which is not bad as well. Decent stat fit as well, so Cameron Smith's not a bad play. Let's go to the 7K range. Ryan Palmer, 7,500. He has 2 top 20s here, an average finish of 19 in his last 5 tourneys, so current form's good. Top 20 in par 4 average, top 10 in birdie or better percentage, and 4 for 4 cuts made this season. 7,500. That's a great price to pay for Ryan Palmer. Probably one of my favorite plays in the 7K range. Russell Knox, 7,800. 3 top 15s here, which is great. In the last 5 years, average finish of 28 in his last 5 tourneys, so the current form's there. Top 20 on strokes gained on approach, 8 out of 10 cuts made this season, which is 80%, not bad. Brian Stewart, 2 top 10s here in the last 2 years, which is great. Average finish of 32 in his last 5 tourneys, solid stats all around, and he's made 7 out of 8 cuts this season. Sebastian Munoz, 7,900. He finished 10th here last year, 3rd place, finished 2 tourneys ago. And then he's top 20 in birdie or better percentage, and then has solid stats all around as well. Daniel Berger, 7,300, average finish of 28 here, which is great for his price. Top 30 in strokes gained off the tee, and he has 3 out of 4 cuts made this season. He had 3 really good tourneys, and then a blow up tourney where he finished like 120, 130, something like that. But overall, he's a great play, especially at his price. Ryan Armour, 7,000, 2 top 40 finishes here, average finish of 38 in his last 5 tourneys. Current form's decent. Top 30 on strokes gained on approach, and then top 30 on par 4 average. And then let's go to our punt range. Not much here. Zhang, 6,700, finished 25th here, 39th average finish in his last 5 tourneys, 6th on strokes gained on approach, and top 30 in rough proximity, and 12th in the par 4 average. So he's a pretty strong play here, especially stats-wise, and he did have a 25th place finish, so don't mind going down and getting Zhang here and pairing up with Justin Thomas up top. Nate Lashley, 6,800. I just feel like he's reliable. He has an average finish of 42 his last 5 tourneys. Finished 39th here, which is great. Has been making cuts. He's made 4 out of 6 cuts. I just feel like he's been reliable the past couple months, so not a bad play at all. And then Taylor Gooch, more of probably a GPP play for sure. Finished 18th here 2 years ago. I believe that's the only time he's played here, and then average finish of 41 in his last 5 tourneys, which is okay, and then decent proximity stats, and then 5 out of 6 cuts made. So for lineup construction, I'd probably recommend going Thomas, or you can go Simpson, and then pairing him up with somebody down low. You're going to have to go in the punt range if you want to play them. Zhang's fine. Ryan Armour's fine. I think lineup construction is going to be pretty easy this week with all the value down there. So, yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, comment below. You can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. And I'm going to be doing these videos every week. And my model is not done yet. I have my optimizer finished. Still got to work on my projections, and then also the cheat sheet with all the stats. That still needs some work, but it should be done by next month, and we'll get that out there. As for MMA, I'll be posting my UFC 246 video next week. And if you guys want to sign up for the Patreon, it's already up, and that sheet will be posted sometime next Wednesday or whenever the MMA DraftKings salaries come out. And that's about it, guys, and see you.